Okay, I did a version of this video just a minute ago and it was 13 minutes. I gotta beat that. So I really want a cup of coffee. I'm gonna keep it straightforward. I'm talking about doing tools to do your reflection with. So um, go to my PCC and we want to get to OneDrive. So you can click right there, OneDrive, or you can click here on OneDrive and it will take you to that. Remember, you have access to the full Microsoft suite when you're signed in on the college. So you have, and here I'm going to click on the app launcher menu here. So you have Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, and you can actually use these on your computer too. You just make sure you're signed in to OneDrive. So here I am revising this assignment right up here in Word. I can go in and sign in with your college account, and then you will have the full version to use on your computer, which is the better version. So, all right, what are we here for? We're here for two things I want to show you. One is using PowerPoint in OneDrive. So easy peasy. I sign into my PCC. I go to OneDrive. I click on the big menu button, the app launcher right there. If PowerPoint doesn't show up here, you just power, and then you'll get everything with power in it. There's PowerPoint. It's going to open PowerPoint here. All right. And you can just start with, open a blank, create a blank presentation. That's going to be the easiest thing. So I'm going to show you on OneDrive, but then I'm going to show you how to actually open it on the computer app because it does have like more powerful tools. All right. So the first thing we do is we keep going back to um, the assignment. Okay. So I know I'm going to need essay title, which essay it is. You're going to put your name and then reflection. So here we go, right? So maybe my essay is called More Than a Coffee Cup because, I want that cup of coffee, right? And then what am I going to have? I'm going to have the essay title, which essay it is, my name, and then reflection. So emblem, essay, your name, not mine, okay? Okay, and then reflection. Reflection. Yes, my spelling is very difficult. So, all right, cool. So I'm just showing first the basic setup. What we want to do next is we want to insert, so a new slide. Now, we also want to think about what does it say about format, okay? So we're going to have the title one, and then 2 through 5, the four questions. So there's actually 4, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 4 questions. So we've got one question per slide, and we want a split screen layouts where you can have your like example on this side and then what you're saying on this side. So easy peasy, because look, when I click on that new slide, it gives me pictures. So we want 2 content, right? And then we go, we'd have question and then example. And I always get rid backspace to get rid of the bullet, and then my response. Okay, once I do that, boom, I have it set up. And so I can just right click and duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 questions, right? Then there's one more thing here. Let's see what that is. Oh, then we're going to have AI disclosure. Okay, and I'm really lazy, so I'm even going to copy that. Go back over here. Now, I don't want 2 sides, right? Now, I want to insert. Oh, and let me show you how to get over to, because I'll show you how to insert from there. If I'm like, you know what? I really want to do this on my desktop. I can click on editing here, open in desktop, just like that. And then it will open up my PowerPoint on my desktop. And again, go in there, sign into your college account, and you'll have the full version. And then this will autosave just like it does on the, when you're on OneDrive. Here I am right there. New slide. If this disappears because, you have the always show ribbon. Wait, what do I want? Oh, show tabs only. And here, I'll get rid of my quick access toolbar just because. Oh, wait, no, cancel. I just want to not show it. Oh, okay, it's above the ribbon, whatever. But same thing, drop down. I want to insert. new slide. There we go. I want this one to go back to the kind of regular, right? Because I'm going to put AI disclosure there, and then I'm going to get rid of the bullet, and I can put stuff in there. Okay, so there are a couple of things I can also do. I can go up here. I have more than a cup of coffee, name, reflection, and I can click on design and design suggestions. Online, it's a little different, but so okay, cool, excellent. See, the AI is saying, hey, it's a cup of coffee, right? Maybe I want to do this one. Right? Don't always opt for the animations because they can become distractions. Remember, your words here and your content are the first thing. All right. This is a place, though, unlike your essays, where your essays need to be all, black and white, plain, standard font, that kind of thing. We're not doing anything creative with the font. Your creativity is in your thinking. Um, but this is a place where you can do that if you want. If you want something, simple, do that too, whatever you like. So I want to check out. I really liked this one, but I want to see this one. I think there's steam. Oh, there is. I don't know if you can see it, but there's steam rising. But that kind of stuff's going to slow down a slower computer. If you like the design, but you don't want to do the animations, I clicked on animations, animation pane, and then I just go in here and I'm going to say, I right clicked, and I'm going to say remove, right click, remove, right click, remove. Okay. And then it's just going to be the plain, oh, here we go. Remove, right? It's just going to be that plain screen. So, and if you'd like, you can, you know, move these around, whatever, that's up to you. Don't spend more time on your design than you do on your thinking because you're graded on your thinking. But, if you're like, oh, I want to be a little more creative, you can do that. Okay, so there we go. You can do the same here. Here you put in the question, you're going to put in your example. If, let me go and just close this here and let's continue here. Just going to refresh, see it refreshed from what I was doing. You're going to put in your example. We can insert and you can put in a picture. So this device, here we go. There's actually a picture of one of them. I'm going to make sure it goes, over there, right? Of, the treasure. But here you're going to give your example of whatever it is you're writing. Remember, keep that be specific. And here, I can go in here and then put in your response. Whatever, words, right? Spell check, like I said, it's not all about your wording, but that's just showing you actually care about what you're doing. So I can go there, I can do this, I can do that. The last thing I generally do, and this works either place you are, is I usually duplicate my first slide, and then once I'm all done, I'm just dragging and dropping. And, well, maybe I am. I'm going to use my control. I used control and I scrolled down to smaller. And let's just, come on, why aren't you moving? There we go, almost. Some days moving things around in the world is difficult. Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look at it. And then we have the first page. Oh, it's a little slower. This is when it's nice to do it on your computer. My internet connection at home is insanely slow. So, here's where editing. Let me go back to opening it on the desktop. Okay, and now let's take a look at it. And there we go. So, you're going to have that filled out and your AI disclosure. And then this is nice, this ends it. A lot of times if I'm doing a presentation for like work, something like that, I'll have questions and then I'll make sure and have my name, email, and then like my office phone number if I'm doing a workshop or something like that. That way, if somebody wants to ask me a question, but maybe they don't want to ask during the workshop, whatever, they have that there. So that's just a little tip for general presentations you might want to do. And always use your school email for when you're doing school stuff, right? Nobody needs your personal email. That's yours. Make that difference. When you get a job, if you're using email and if you're working toward professional jobs, you will have a email at work. Use that email for work stuff. Okay. All right. There we go. There's the, oh, and then when you share, so we want to share this. Stop. Let's see. There's the little share thing right here. We're going to share it. And I always go to the link settings, because if you put my email in there, it'll email it to me. You need to post a link to this on Blackboard. Okay. So go to settings. I just pick people in El Paso Community College. That way you don't have to mess with giving me access, right? The only people who are going to have this link are going to be, um, you know, people who you give it to. So I do that. I copy the link. And then when I turn it in on Blackboard, I will go over here. Here's Blackboard. I'll log into my Blackboard. And let's go to this course. That's wonderful. These are just some of my master courses to build things, and I'm logged in as a student here, and I'll find reflections and I'll say, okay, let me turn this in. This is an old one. It is good form too, and these are old instructions. So read the instructions there for how to turn it in, but they're going to say, put the link here. Okay. But before you paste that good link in, it's just common courtesy to put some words in. So, hey, here's my presentation. Okay. There we go. Just like that. Or, whatever. Which brings me to the last point here. And these things apply to both what I'm going to show you with Stream and Clipchamp, to all of your files. Don't leave it named presentation 2. It is going to be hard to find it when you have, or whatever presentation. Name it 1301 emblem reflection or something like that. That way, when you are going to your, you go to your drive and you're like, I have all this stuff. You can say reflection. Okay. All right. And here we go. I have reflections, right? So something in here, right? I'm going to do it modified. When was the date? It was it's this one. It hasn't updated yet. Okay. um, so I can, refresh whatever, and it should come up with the one that we just did. So, okay, I hear that cup of coffee calling me. I really just want to show you a couple more things. I'm going to click here, and what I want to show you is, I want to show you Stream, and actually, I want to show you Stream and Clipchamp. So Stream is, and they're actually interconnected. So I'll just show you Screen. Okay, Stream. Okay, so it's the video recording software. Of course, you can record on your computer. You can record however, and then just upload it to. You can upload your thing to OneDrive. So when you go to home, there's going to be somewhere on, create or upload, right? And you can upload your file, and then you would do the same thing with the share. You click on that, copy link, people in El Paso Community College, apply, and then you're going to get the link, and then you can come in here and share it. But we do want to change that name. Okay. So Stream is, they're the 365 thing. So if you just want to do the recording on here, and then it will actually just end up in your files. So again, a good reason to actually, they'll show up with your most recent stuff here, but you're going to be in college for more than this semester, right? In fact, if it's spring, you've probably already been in college for a semester. So when you start getting file after file, going through and finding stuff can be a pain in the butt. So, yeah, name things appropriately. And so saving, with the video, you are just going to start the video up. I'd start mine up, but man, I look a wreck today. So anyway, same thing. It's going to do that. Once you finish, over here on the right hand side, there's going to be a share. Same thing. You could do that. You turn things in. And I do highly recommend when you turn things in on Blackboard, whatever it is, when you get the, do you want to download your confirmation? Go ahead and download it, right? You'll receive an email confirmation shortly. You can also download this. So, I mean, you will get one in your email. You can just go and check your, go check your college email, right? And, oh, wait, here, let's go back to my PCC, my email. Go back and check your email and you'll have a confirmation there. I should have one in mine. And, so let's see. There we go. I got a lot of welcome back stuff, so I don't know. Oh, mine's going to go. I have mine set in folders, so it goes to my Blackboard folder. And right there it is. It tells me that's submitted. That way, if something happens, I could forward this to my teacher, put in my teacher's name, and say, here's my confirmation. Don't send it just because, right? We don't need more email. But if something happened, confirmation, I got it. I'm not sure what happened, just letting you know, whatever. But here, and then go ahead and attach your file or put that share link in there again to show you had it done. You don't just send the confirmation and then think that's fine, because you could have submitted your biology report in English, right? No, you send the file, the work you already did, and that's going to make that teacher a lot more prone to saying, okay, I get it that this happened and this is legit. Okay, so, cover your booty all the time. So there we go. I'm not sure if I did any better or not. Let's see. So, oh, 16 minutes. I didn't do better, but I think I covered it more efficiently. So you don't have to be great to get started. So go get started so you can be great. You already are, because you're my student. So take care. Let me know if you have questions, and I'll see you in class.